some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Throwing Reed. Has it. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Iamaleava rushes on, gets rid of it.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's Reed to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long right here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll do it himself. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Reed fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Breaks the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Knight. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Bruins have this offense rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing, Iamaleava. Look out. He's on the move. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. This crowd knows when to bring it. tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Reed. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Craven. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is he's still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. It's still going to be tough to stop. Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a 2-way go. He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
from the gun, here's Nico Iamaleava. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side is Ellis. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's Iamaleava to throw. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Catch in stride inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. From the red zone, it's Edwards. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Texas A&M going quickly. Throwing Reed. Under pressure. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a crease. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's USF looking to stop the bleeding today at 2 in a row. But you know what? So are the guys on the other sidelines. Very little margin for error from this point out. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Out wide left, it's Knight. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Throwing, Imaliava. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Iamaleava. Look out. And down he goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're
going the other way, and he's got room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Reed. Rush right in his face. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Aggies want to move quickly. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tap. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Reed. He's going to run it. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Still looking. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Snags it over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Here's Reed to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Imaliava. Buying time to his right. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Keep. Splash Luther. Splash moving. Seeker. Over here, bullseye.
Wants to throw one first. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. The Bruins are in the hurry up.
Boss. Ruben. Bingo, Ruben.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Tino. Luther. Flip. Tip.
Imaliava. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Left side is Knight. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Going for 6. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Reed finds his tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total dominance.